Hello everyone, my name is Asisipho Mbingeleli and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video guys, we are answering this very short but important cellular respiration question from a previous national life sciences question paper. Respiration occurs in both aerobic and anaerobic conditions. One is obviously in the presence of oxygen and the other in the absence of oxygen, I guess. These processes differ in plant and animal cells. In plant cells, anaerobic respiration has been shown to hold several key economic uses and benefits. Describe the process of the Krebs cycle for 3 marks. Now, in the Krebs cycle, the pyruvic acid or pyruvic molecule is broken down. Remember, this occurs just after glycolysis, which is the first phase of cellular respiration. So in glycolysis, we're basically getting glucose being broken down into 2 pyruvates or pyruvic acid. Okay, and those pyruvic acids in the presence of oxygen will then be broken down. Alright? Yes. Let's write it down. Pyruvic acid. So here, pyruvic acid is broken down in the presence of oxygen, and what will be released there? Small amount of ATP will be released. Small ATP. It's actually, I think it's I don't want to give you the wrong number. I'm not sure if it's 2. Yeah, I think it's 2. Small ATP amount released. I will double check after the video. Please do let me know. If you do know the ATP amount, I think the specific one, it could be 2 because it's 234. I could be wrong though. I'll check after the video. Small ATP amount is released. Then also hydrogen atoms are released. Hydrogen atoms are released together with carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is also released. So you need to mention all of this, guys, in order for you to get your 3 marks, because that is important. Okay, so how does anaerobic respiration differ in plant cells compared to animal cells? This is very important. Now, in plant cells, what will then happen here? Remember, in anaerobic respiration is respiration taking place in the absence of oxygen. Okay, so in plant cells, the pyruvate is then going to be broken down into ethanol and carbon dioxide due to what we call alcoholic fermentation. Then in animals, the pyruvic acid will be broken down to lactic acid. That is due to lactic acid fermentation. How many marks? 4 marks. In plant cells, we say alcohol fermentation will take place. Alcohol fermentation will take place. This is basically where we're going to have the pyruvic acid being broken down. Please do write it in full. I'm writing it like that because I don't have space. So the pyruvic acid will be broken down into ethanol plus carbon dioxide, right? Then in animal cells, there's what we call lactic acid. Yeah, I'm correct. Lactic acid fermentation. Lactic acid fermentation. Basically what will happen here is that the pyruvic acid will be broken down into lactic acid in animals. Lactic acid. All right. 2.4.3 discussed 2 economic benefits of the use of anaerobic respiration in yeast. We can use the yeast for alcoholic fermentation to basically make alcohol, which can be sold for income. We can also use the yeast to make bread for the dough to rise. That's a greater volume of product that is produced for obviously greater profits. Okay, let me write it here because I feel like space is an issue. So the first one, since they said we must discuss 2 for 4 marks. So the first one is alcoholic fermentation can be used to make alcohol, which can be sold for income. That's the first economic benefit. The second one, it can be used to make the bread dough rise, which means a greater volume of product is produced. How will this be marked? Alcohol fermentation can be used to make alcohol, and that will obviously be sold for income. Bread dough to rise, greater volume of the product to be produced for greater profit. I'm supposed to add here for greater profit. It's all about making moolah. Okay, 2.4.4, list one symptom of prolonged anaerobic respiration in muscles. They will definitely have some cramps, so muscle cramps. Spasms also. Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys.